So the first one we did was lead hand palm heel, backhand palm heel, arcing palm heel, backhand palm heel. So, and as we talked about, you can do that with fists. You can also do it open hand. I like to do both because I can see advantages and disadvantages either way. So, your hands, you choose which one you prefer. What we're trying to get going was the idea of the hip slightly leading the hand that little bit. So we've activated the mass. We also get that slight stretch in the fibers there. So again, it'll accelerate quicker. Adding that active mass and an accelerating limb so it hits at the highest speed possible, you'll get the most impact. On the second one, we do the same again. I'm just getting the hip to go slightly before the hand. On the arcing one, it's important I don't pull this hip back. Right, so I mean, sometimes you may have to for distancing, but if you're just talking about massive power, then again, I want my body coming this way. So I'm not pulling the hip backwards from there, I'm thinking of transferring my weight in this direction. And then the final one, I take my weight from this leg to that leg again as I push forwards and come in from here. Not always, but as a general rule, my left hand will go to the left pad. The reason for that is if I did the left hand to the right pad, there's a chance it skims off, it hits your partner. So it's a basic pad holding rule. We'll just have them both at the start, if that's all right. So we're talking about a partner gives a slight bit of resistance but doesn't slap them on. He's not just holding them up as if they were magic either. So we've got the first one coming in from there, you've got 1, 2, team will then turns this one from there, 3, and then you drive back in again, 4 again from here. So the idea is just trying to keep it loose and get a continuous flow. So you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, bump, 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 bump. And then again, if you wanted to, you can start putting some spite into it, just kind of walking it through there. The next one we did headbutt, knee, push, groin, kick, palm heel, slap, hammer fist. So I don't need to go through that one, you all remember it, right? The first one, yeah. So the idea, I want to do you as a person first. Is that right? So because let's talk about all the combinations should work. They should, in theory, work. So if we take Christian's line here, the first one there is I do the headbutt, which makes his head go backwards, and then knee towards the groin. He will either do that, which we look at on the next drill, or as I do the knee to the groin, he keeps trying to pull away. So to do that, I add to that energy. Be careful, I don't send you over the bench. From there again, it's a groin kick, palm heel, slap, which will take his head this way. As we talked about, don't step in with this leg because you run the risk of getting tackled. Step in here, and then you can move off, right? So on the pads, making sure we've got the room, partner puts double braces the pads. Be careful, don't headbutt full power because you'll send yourselves doolally, right? But that's his fake head, again, moving headbutt, moving my body in as I do it. I'll then switch to his real head. You see how he's holding the pads like that? So they've got a little bit of give, knee strike. I'll then push him away. He moves as far as I pushed him and a little bit more for the groin kick. I'll then do the groin kick, the rear hand palm heel comes in. Then we've got the slap, and this is one of the exceptions. It slaps, I follow it down. Is that okay? And then from there, move your hand out of the way. Boom, to finish off. So let's walk that through one more time. Headbutt, knee, push, groin kick, palm heel, slap, hammer. The next one we did was jab cross, step cross, the elbow. You've got 1, 2. As we talked about, you throw the second one, you realise they're moving. So you're already starting to load your leg mid-technique. Drive off that leg punch now, 1, 2. Realise I'm a bit close. Knee, this time they do come forwards. So the head is really close. Step back, using the hip. So from there you get the power into the elbow. What I don't want to do is just this. On the pads, it's relatively straightforward, this one, right? Because he holds them there. As I hit the second one is when he starts to move, but he does allow me to get a decent dig on it. So I've got 1, 2, he starts to move, 3, 4. He then drops the pads down, same as he was doing. Knee, he then puts the pads up in front of him from there, elbow, elbow. So I move my hand to that side. In my dojo, this is one of the favourite combinations because you just get to run at it and smash things, right? It's quite satisfying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the final one we did, dead simple one, was the palm healing one. The partner just puts the pad up, so a really low grade combination. Hands touching the pad, palm heel, palm heel, palm heel, it drops, hammer fist. So there's a little bit of technique in that, involving how you reload the hip. And they've got the idea of feeling the target, so you're on your partner's head, and then feeling when he drops. So there's some little technical things in there, but the main thing is just to get them to blitz it with aggression. So on the pad, they just go. So bang, 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 the little big eye on this one. So for the lower grades, it's more of a mental one than a physical one, that one, or a technical one. Is that okay?